Hello students, continuing the same chapter integers. Now see the subtraction of integers. First rule is if you have to subtract two integers, now write a minus b or say a plus in the bracket minus b. Here you can see the second integer is in positive and here it is in negative because of the additive inverse of b. Now see it by an example. 9 minus 4 we have 5. Now 9 plus in the bracket minus 4 we have 5, cause plus minus we have to do minus. Now see the second rule, a minus in the bracket minus b is equal to a plus b, because we know that minus minus we have to add it. But here you can see this minus is before the bracket, so this minus inverse the second integer, and after inversing we have to write it a plus b. Now see it by an example. 5 minus in the bracket minus 8 we have 13, or say 5 minus in the bracket minus 8 we have to add them or we have to inverse it. Inverse of minus 8 is plus 8, so 5 plus 8 is 13. Now see the property of subtraction of integers. First one is closure property. If a and b are any two integers, then a minus b is always an integer. See, if you subtract two integers, you will get the result, and that result is an integer. See it by an example. 2 minus 5 we have minus 3 is an integer. 3 minus in the bracket minus 3 is equal to 6 is an integer. Now second is commutative law. Subtraction of integers is not commutative. Subtraction of integer is not commutative because commutative we have to prove that a minus b is equal to b minus a. Let us prove it by an example. If a minus b is equals to b minus a or not. Now let a is equal to 3 and b is equal to 5. Now a minus b, first we have to do a minus b. Now 3 minus 5 we have minus 2. Now b minus a, reverse it. b minus a we have plus 2. Now in a minus b we have minus 2. In b minus a we have plus 2. So clearly here we can see that a minus b is not equals to b minus a, so subtraction of integer is not commutative. Now third is associative. Associative law is applicable for three numbers, just we have learned in the addition. So in the bracket a minus b minus c is equals to a minus in the bracket b minus c. We have to prove it that equals a this equals this or not. Let's see it by an example. Let a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 4 and c is equal to minus 5. Now first we have to solve this left hand side number. Now in the bracket a minus b bracket close minus c. Now minus minus, this 4 will be inverse because of this minus, so 3 plus 4 minus in the bracket minus 5. Now here you can see before bracket here is minus, so this minus is also inverse and we get 7 plus 5 equal to 12. Now let us perform the right hand side. A minus in the bracket b minus c, so b is minus 4 minus c. Now 3 minus, we have minus minus plus. Now minus plus minus, so 5 minus 4 we have 1, and this one is in minus cause you have see that the minus is waiting to inverse it. So plus 1 we get here plus 1, but this minus will inverse it, so we get minus 1. 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Now solving left hand side, we have plus 12, and solving right hand side, we have plus 2. So clearly in the bracket a minus b bracket close minus c is not equals to a minus in the bracket b minus c. Hence subtraction of integers is not associative. Now moving on to next. Exercise 1a. Now see the question number 1, evaluate. So we have to evaluate. Let's find out the answer. 53 plus in the bracket minus 26. So here you can see plus minus. So we have to plus minus, we have to do minus. So 53 minus 26 is equal to 27. Now next, minus 48 plus in the bracket minus 36. Here we can see that minus plus, we have to do minus. So minus 48 minus 36, we have minus 84, cause we know that minus minus, we have to add them and give the common sign of minus. Now question number 2, find the sum of. Now see, minus 489 and minus 324. We have to add these two integers. Now add it. You have to put plus instead of and write it like this. Minus 489 plus in the bracket minus 324. Now plus minus, we have to do minus. Now here minus minus, we have to add them and give the common sign. Now see the next question. First integer is in a negative and second integer is in positive, and put plus instead of and, we have minus plus, and we know that minus plus, we have to do minus plus, we have to subtract it, we have to do subtraction here. So minus करेंगे. Now minus it from 1000, we have minus 562. Why minus? Cause 1000 is greater than 438 and 1000 has minus sign, so put here minus sign, minus 562. Now see the third question, find the additive inverse of. Now in additive inverse, we learned that we simply change the sign of the given digit or given number. Now see, minus 83, the additive inverse of minus 83 is plus 83. Plus 256 is minus 256, and 0, as we already know that 0 is neither positive nor in negative, so the additive inverse of 0 is always 0. Now question number 4, subtract. So you have to subtract it. Now see the first number, 28 from minus 42. Here see clearly that 28 from minus 42, so you have to write minus 42 first and then put the sign of subtraction and write the first integer last. Whenever you see from, you have to write second integer first and first integer at the last. So minus 42 subtraction, we have to do subtraction, sign of subtraction, and 28 plus 28. Now minus plus, we have to do minus. Now minus minus, we have to add them and give the common sign minus. Now see here, minus 153 from minus 240. So here it is from. So write minus 240 first, put the sign of subtraction, and minus 153 at last. Now minus minus, this 153 will inverse because of this minus. So minus minus, it will become plus, minus 240 plus 153, and here minus plus, we have to subtract it. Now subtract it, we have minus 87. Now third number, see here, minus 56 from 144. So write 144 first, put the sign of subtraction in the bracket minus 56. Now minus minus, this minus will inverse this, it will be in positive, so plus 56. Now plus plus, we have to add them, you get 200. Now moving on, next question. Question number 5. Subtract the sum of minus 1032 and 878 from minus 34. So here you have to subtract the sum of. You have to first add these two integers and then subtract from minus 34. First you have to add these two integers and then subtract from minus 34. So according to question, you have to subtract the sum of this from minus 34. So write minus 34 first, put this sign of subtraction. Now you have to add them because you have to subtract it. So first you have to add them. Adding, you get minus 154. Now you can do subtraction here. Minus 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 minus, this minus inverse it, and we get minus 154 as plus 154. Now minus plus, we have to do minus. Now minus it, you will get 120. Now moving on, next question number 6. Subtract minus 134 from the sum of 38 and minus 87. So here from the sum of, so first you have to add these two integers and then minus 134, then you have to subtract 134. Now according to question, subtract, you have to subtract 134 from minus 134 from the sum of. So you have to add these two integers first. Now in the bracket, as add these two integers, put the sign of subtraction, and what we have to subtract, minus 134. So write minus 134 here. Now first add it, we have plus minus minus. Now plus minus, again minus, minus 49, minus minus, it will become plus 134. Now minus plus, we have to do minus. Now your answer is in plus 85. Why 85 is in positive? Because 134 is greater number. Now question number 8. Simplify. So let's simplify. First you have to solve this small bracket. Now here minus 13 minus minus plus 27 plus curly bracket minus 25 minus minus plus. Now minus plus, you have to do minus. So minus it from 27, you will get plus 14. This plus, now minus plus, you have to do minus. Now minus it from 40, you get 15. Now add it, 14 plus 15, you get 29. Now moving on, next question number 9. Find 36 minus in the bracket minus 64 and in the bracket minus 64 plus 36. Are they equal? So you have to find the solution and check that the result is same or different. Now first 36 minus in the bracket minus 64, you have to solve it. Minus minus plus, now add it, you will get 100. Now for this minus 64 minus 36 minus minus plus, you have to add it, add these two integers, you will get 100, but you will get minus 100 because you have to give the common sign. So common sign is minus, so you have to give minus sign to the 100. Now clearly we can see that in first we get plus 100, in second we get minus 100. So we have to write it that no, they are not equal. Now moving on, next question. Question number 10. If a is equal to minus 8, b is equal to minus 7 and c is equal to 6, verify that. So let's verify it, that in the bracket a plus b plus c is equal to a plus in the bracket b plus c. So put the value of a, b, c. Now this is left hand side, this is right hand side. Put the value, solve it like this, as you can see. Now here we can see that minus 9 is equal to minus 9, that is LHS is equal to RHS, hence verified. Now moving on, next question number 11. If a is equal to minus 9 and b is equal to minus 6, show that in the bracket a minus b is not equal to b minus a. So let's show it. First, left hand side, here you have to write right hand side. Now left hand side is a minus b, right hand side is b minus a. Now put the value and solve it. In left hand side you get minus 13 and in right hand side you get plus 3, sorry, here minus 3 and you get here plus 3. So clearly we can see that LHS is not equal to RHS, hence a minus b is not equal to b minus a, proved or showed. Now moving on, next question number 12. The sum of two integers is minus 16. If one of them is 53, find the other. So in question it is clear that sum of two integer is minus 16. Sum of two integer is minus 16 and one of them is 53 and one integer is already given. You have to find out the second integer. So see the solution. Given that sum of two integer is minus 16, since one of them is 53, now according to question, sum of two integer. So we don't know the first integer but we know the second integer, or say we know the first integer, we do not know the second integer, and their sum is minus 16. Now transfer this 53 to the right side, you get the first integer or say second integer, hence the other integer is minus 69. Now moving on, next question. Question number 13. The sum of two integers is 65. The sum of two integers is 65. If one of them is minus 31, find the other. So question number 13 is same as question number 12. Now see the solution. The sum of two integers is given. One of the integer or say one of them is minus 31. Now according to question, sum of two integer is 65. So we have to find the first or second whatever integer. Now transfer this minus 31 to the right side of the equal to. Now you will get the required integer, hence the other number is 96 after solving the equation. Now moving on, the last question of exercise 1a, question number 14. The difference of an integer a and minus 6 is 4. The difference of an integer a and minus 6 is 4. Find the value of a. Now clearly what is given? The difference of an integer a and minus 6 is 4. It is given. Thus, or say according to question, difference. So difference is we have to subtract. So a is the greater number. So subtract minus 6 from a. So write a minus in the bracket minus 6 is equal to 4. This is the question says. So minus minus plus. So a plus 6 is equal to 4. Now transfer this 6 to the right of equal to. You have a is equal to minus 2. Hence the value of a is minus 2. Now this is your solution from question number 1 to 14. You have to listen it very carefully and solve it. Okay, thank you.